As far as childhoods go, I had an amazing one. Surrounded by books I read under covers well past my bedtime, and Barbie dolls whose feet I chewed and hair I cut into asymmetrical bobs. I took ballet, tap, and jazz at one of Winston-Salem's premier dance studios with rich white girls and middle-class black ones like me. I had piano lessons after my private school recess for the day. I was in Girl Scouts from the time I was in kindergarten till I graduated high school with my Gold Award, and I had every enrichment program in between. I had the best of everything and was given opportunities to excel in life. Despite this, though, I could not escape one fatal flaw. My mother wasn't married to my father. Even as a child, I understood my mother's singleness as her fault. That's how family and church folk made it seem. Somehow, she'd gotten pregnant and had a baby by herself. Committed to ensuring I understood my responsibility to my community and to Black people, Mama took me to town hall meetings, public forums, and any other place where the state of Black America was discussed. There, I heard reports of how single motherhood gutted our community of its morals and standards. Daniel Patrick Moynihan released his take on the fate of Black America in 1965, summarized by the line, "In essence, the Negro community has been forced into a matriarchal structure which, because it is too out of line with the rest of the American society, seriously retards the progress of the group as a whole and imposes a crushing burden on the Negro male and, in consequence, on a great many Negro women as well." And though the report was met with great resistance and critique, many Black folks shared his sentiments. In those town hall meetings, some were extremely vocal in their belief that the problem with Black America was Black women and had no qualms about saying that when given a microphone. Others refused to deny the crushing weight of inequality and how our communities suffered because of it, while at the same time subtly suggesting that we as Black people could do more to stop imposing added suffering onto our lives. Black men couldn't be fathers for a number of reasons, they told us. Many were dead or incarcerated thanks to the drug trade and subsequent war on it. Others were unable to come to terms with the limitations America imposed on Black men and consequently couldn't be adequate and present fathers. The least single Black mothers could do was pick up the slack, keep their kids well-groomed, adequately fed, off the streets, and out of trouble for the sake of communal uplift. Taking responsibility wasn't too much to ask, and doing so was their reasonable service, the penance they paid to God for being disobedient and getting knocked up in the first place. Mama made sure I grew up in church. She told me she took the promise Hannah made to God in 1 Samuel seriously. If God got her and her child out of the despair of her circumstances, she'd give me back to God. As a single mother raising a Black girl during the height of the crack epidemic and the rise of gang violence, Mama believed the church would keep me safe. And with a teen growing up while hip-hop was still finding its way, she also believed the church would keep me chaste. The church was the solution for single Christian Black women raising Black girls, as it had been the solution for so many Black women before them. Black people have always been a spiritual people, but nobody is more spiritual than Black women. To love God and the Spirit is the legacy of Black women. But while mothers of millennial Black girls were sending their daughters to church to escape the perils of the world, we also became victims of the trap set in the holiest of places. It was in church where I learned as a child I had the butt and breasts of a grown woman. Too many of us were preyed upon in the places where our mothers thought we were safe. And we couldn't tell them because we didn't want them to feel the guilt of being unable to keep us protected.